We should get into something. We should get into something. Alright, let's get into this. Americans. Folks, I talk about Americans on my show often. I love to discuss Americans and America. But Americans, they're not bright. Americans reading fewer books than in the past. This is a little old, but I did see this. January 10, 2022. It's a poll of 2021 comparing it to the early 2000s. So, oh, look at this dog. I just drank a bunch of seltzer, so bear with me. Oh my god. Alright. Look at that dog. That's a good dog. So this is a little old, but it's still applicable. Americans say they read an average of 12.6 books during the past year. They read an average. How the fuck am I supposed to know that? Going in? They read, they read. How am I supposed... What a stupid fucking language, by the way. Like, you don't know if it's read or read until after you get past that word. You know what I mean? It's... A smaller number than Gallup has measured in any prior survey dating back to 1990. U.S. adults are reading roughly 2 or 3 fewer books per year than they did between 2001 and 2016. The results are based on a Dec 1 to 16 Gallup poll, which updated a trend question on book reading. The question asks Americans to say how many books they read, either all or part of the way through, in the past year. Interviewers are instructed to include all forms of books, including print and also electronic and audio books, when entering the respondent's answer. We should have a new poll. How many podcasts have you watched? Because, I mean, hey, 365 above it all's a year. 366, because I did that extra show. Actually, 350, 60, 57, because I had that YouTube strike, so we're back down. The decline in book reading is mostly a function of how many books readers are reading, as opposed to fewer Americans reading any books. The 17% of U.S. adults who say they did not read any books in the past year is similar to the 16 to 18% measured in 2002 and 2016 surveys, as in that whole span of time. The drop is fueled by a decline in the percentage of Americans reading more than 10 books in the past year. 10 books is, I don't know, in 2021 I was doing a lot of the protesting stuff. I did not have time to read, but I've been getting back into reading this year, and I think I might have already read like 8 books, and it's, I started getting back into reading in like March or April, and so, I recommend it. Just 20 minutes a day, and you got fucking 30 books a year. It's not that hard. Anyway, you can also read shorter books, right? Like, Cat in the Hat. Just pump those numbers up, you know what I mean? Retro Boomer, $5. Thanks for another great show. Oh, is that it? It's another great show? Alright. Thank you, everyone, for watching. I've already got the money. The show's over. The goal's been done. Alright. The reasons for the decline in book reading are unclear. With Americans perhaps finding other ways to entertain themselves, it is uncertain whether concerns about COVID or COVID-related restrictions are leading to a decline in visits to libraries or bookstores, similar to the documented declines in air travel or movie theater attendance. I'm going to be honest, I doubt it. I doubt it. Americans can order books or download electronic books or audiobooks without leaving their home. College graduates show steep decline in book readership. Now, this is the interesting part. So, the people that are supposed to be smart. Oh, yes, I went to college. Yes. They're reading less books. Dumb motherfuckers. Dumb motherfuckers. Americans in most major subgroups are reading fewer books now than in the past. This is based on blah, 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 blah. The decline is greater among subgroups that tended to be more avid readers, particularly college graduates, but also women and older Americans. Now, also women, factor that part in, we'll get back to that later. College graduates read an average of about 6 fewer books in 2021 than they did between 2002 and 2016. 14.6 versus 21.1. That's a big drop. The college graduates. This is why I say if you go to college, you're a goddamn idiot. Hey, high school dropout here. I'm reading more than the college graduates, so go fuck yourself. In the past, women read close to twice as many books as men did. Now, this is what I want to say. Women are, on average, smarter than men. Let's just be honest. I know there's a lot of men in the audience. I know. You're probably great. Hashtag not all men, okay? But let's be real. Let's be real. Women are smarter than men. It's just a fact. Anyway. Compared with women read 15.7 books last year compared with 19.3. That's still a big drop. Over the same period, men's readership declined by barely 1 book. Barely 1 book. Men weren't reading anyway. They were like, you go, I'm reading goddamn son of a bitch, you know, that's the average man, right? The average woman is like, oh, yeah. The average man is like, right? You know, so that's what anyway, here's some statistics. You can check this out. But it's a pretty big, like, again, the college decline, 55 plus years decline, and women decline. But again, women still reading a lot more books than men. So, but anyway, that's interesting. Bottom line, reading appears to be in decline as a favorite way for Americans to spend their free time. In 2020, few Americans in the COVID-19 pandemic, when many Americans were still reluctant to leave their homes, Gallup found 6% of U.S. adults naming reading as one of their favorite ways to spend an evening, down from 12%. I mean, I don't know. Personally, I think you can maintain an active learning experience and maintain, you know, gaining intelligence without reading. I think, you know, depending on if you read the news every day, right? You don't need to read a book, but if you read the news every day, right, you'll be smarter than most people. If you watch like political shows like Above It All on YouTube, 10 a.m. every day except for Saturday and Sunday, 12 p.m. Eastern. And I think you can maintain a level of intelligence. But I also think my opinion is that you should supplement and diversify where you get information. That's my opinion. Right, I like to read. I like to listen to podcasts. I like to, you know, watch documentaries. I like all that kind of stuff. I like to get information from as many different sources as possible. And so I recommend everyone do that. But again, this is a little bit of an old poll, but I saw it and I think it's important to cover that kind of stuff. And any excuse to shit on men. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you're a man and you're watching this fucking stream. Well, guess what? I hate men. No, I'm just kidding. Love men. I love men a little too much in some instances. But men are great. They're also dumb. So, you know, but that's what we love about them. Am I right? Am I right, ladies? Am I right? That's why we love the men, because they're so fucking stupid. They're so fucking stupid. Bleh. Anyway.